Hello and welcome back to the port. I'm the Gaff Major and this is WoWs Weekly. WoWs Weekly is the weekly news video covering news of World of Warships Legends in the week past, present and future. It's also a place where I do some channel admin and other announcements. So first of all, starting off the game, recently we have had a community manager livestream which took place on Friday the 3rd. So from that, what juicy information did we get? Well, it's already been kind of confirmed, but it's been confirmed again that Stalingrad will be arriving in week 3 of the patch. So basically Stalingrad will be available for 2 million global XP from the Monday the 13th of September. It was also interesting that they actually announced the launch date of a premium ship, which is something that's never really happened before. So the Zoiho, the Japanese tier 5 premium carrier, will be released in week 3 of the patch as well. So she will be available on the 13th, Monday the 13th. There's no confirmation in regards to how much she will actually be available for. However, if you take the trend of tier 5 premium ships, she'll probably be 10,000 doubloons. However, we'll have to just wait and see for the official announcement, which will probably be coming soon. Now, also during this live stream, it was confirmed that Royal Navy carriers are planned for this year, so that's going to be quite interesting. Furthermore, it's been confirmed that Hms Minotaur, the legendary tier British cruiser, will also be this year. However, we are unsure on how she will be made available, whether she will be made available via Global XP, or whether she will be made available via the Bureau, or you never know, they might even make her available via Steel. So obviously keep your eyes out on the official news when that does come. But it's interesting to know that at least we will be getting some proper cruisers potentially this year, or at least initially coming to the game this year. It all depends on how long it takes. You know, like the Bureau can take a while to actually introduce a ship, really. Furthermore, it's confirmed that they are planning a carrier concealment nerf. What the exact numbers will be on that is not known. The talk on the street, I guess you could say, is they want to make it so you can't really have a carrier with a concealment below 7 kilometers. So considering that the stealthiest nations would be like the Japanese, so it potentially would be like if you had all the stealth buffs and inspirations and plan traits, you won't be able to get your concealment down below 7 kilometers. So that could be potentially quite interesting. Regarding Arena, it was confirmed in the live stream that Season 5 will feature Tier 5 ships, Season 6 will feature Tier 6 ships, and Season 7 will feature Tier 7 ships. This has furthermore been confirmed by the Arena Seasons blog post, which we will talk about later in this video. Furthermore, it's been confirmed that USS Missouri will have a 9-kilometer radar range rather than the 9.5-kilometer radar range that she has on PC. Basically, in regards to the Missouri's radar, it's going to be exactly identical to Baltimore and the Wichita and the Cleveland. In regards to USS Des Moines, she's not planned this year. Furthermore, the sound update that they are planning on introducing in the game, where they actually introduce different gun firing sounds and things like that, that is currently undergoing testing on the alpha testing servers. So potentially, I know this is the second round of testing for it, so looks like it could be on the horizon. And that's everything from the community manager live stream. That's all the little bits of tidbits and bits of information I guess I could get out of it. Obviously, feel free to go watch it. I just like to do a little summary of the nice information bits, I should say. In regards to what's going on, well, last week we had Transformers Wave 1 re-release, I guess you could say. This week we're seeing a full release of Transformers Wave 2. So this obviously features the Transformer Commanders Starscream, Soundwave, Hot Rod, and Grimlock. The link to the Transformer Wave 2 information will be down in the description, although obviously you've had most of a week to play around with it. Now, it is noted that when you're using the Starscream skin on the German aircraft carrier August von Parzival, even though it's jet modelled, you get the sound of prop engine aircraft. or visually it's a change, but sound-wise you haven't got a change. This has been flagged and is being looked into as a future change on the skin. I think the reason why maybe it hasn't been done is obviously maybe because of the sound engine, and also the ability to actually turn the skin on and off visually means that you have to be able to have that ability to turn the sound on and off visually. So for example, if someone has the Transformer content disabled but has the Transformer skin on their August Van Passport because they have it, then what you need to do is make sure that if they can't see the skin, they don't hear jet engines, but if they do see the skins, then they can hear jet engines. So from a player point of view, so it could be a little bit more complicated than potentially initially assumed, so it definitely would require coding in the background. In regards to Arena, obviously we have Arena Season 5 starting today on the 9th of September, featuring Tier 5 ships. So what can we expect from this season of Arena? Well, obviously, first of all, they are bringing the arms race mechanic back again. Now, they have admitted that they have heard the opposition of introducing arms race to ranked. Where that goes in the future is going to be interesting. Potentially might not see arms race actually return to ranked, or if it does, potentially the HP regen side of it will be completely removed. Anyway, regarding Arena, there's not really too much about it. Obviously, it's coming in 3 different waves. Now, in regards to the arms race mechanic, it's exactly the same as we've had recently in ranked. So the buffs are main battery reload speed, consumable reload speed, rudder shift, and HP regen. Each one's stackable up to a maximum of 6. So the gun reload starts at a -10%, it can be stacked to a -33% reduction. The consumable reload starts at -10, it can be stacked to a maximum of -40. The rudder shift starts at -20, it can be stacked to a maximum of -60, and the HP regen can be stacked to, well, it starts at 0.2 and can be stacked to a maximum of 1.2 HP per second. Now, when it comes to working out your positioning on the end leaderboard, it is based on the amount of XP. Out of the 4 teams, the winning team will be awarded an extra 50% XP. When it comes to working out the winner or the winning team, the winning team is either the team that survives, team that caps the middle, or if there's still 2 teams alive at the end of the game and the middle's not been capped, or the cap hasn't been capped, then the winning team would be the team that has killed the most ships. So therefore, it is potential that a team that has been completely obliterated could actually win a game of Arena if they actually killed the largest amount of ships by the end of the game, if the central cap hasn't been capped and there's still more than 1 team left playing. So do bear that in mind. Now, when it comes to the breakdown of the rewards, I guess it's all accumulative, I guess you could say. But if you just participate, you'll be getting 3 promotion orders, 2 common containers, and 300 paint. If you get to the top 90%, in addition, you'll get 5 promotion orders, 10,000 global XP, 100 steel. Now, for the top 50%, you'll get in addition 1 commander crate, 1 Soviet destroyer crate, and another 150 steel. For the top 25%, you're looking at additional 5 promotionals, 5 victory camos, and 200 steel. And then for the top 10%, you're looking again a universal accommodation, another Soviet destroyer container, and 300 steel. And for the very top 1%, you'll be getting a big Soviet destroyer container, 2 days premium, and another 500 steel. Now, when it comes to the tier, obviously tier 5, ship types, basically no carriers, so you can play destroyers, cruisers, and battleships, and you can have as many of those in your division, I guess you could say. Team sizes, so there'll be 4 teams of 3 players. The maps will be Ring, New Dawn, and Haven. Obviously, the arms race mechanic will be active. The number of best battles, which will be counted daily, is 10. So what this basically means that each day your top 10 games will account towards the end table. So it means if you play more than 10 games, obviously it then starts knocking off your worst games after that. So it means if you play every day, the maximum number of games you can really get to count towards your actual ends table result is going to be about 4 days. So that's about 40 games, whereas if you only get to play like 1 day here or 1 day there, then you're going to be restricted by that number of games that can really total up towards the end of it. And obviously divisions are allowed. I won't go into the details regarding the other seasons of Arena, although the differences, it doesn't really look that much different, but feel free to go check out the blog post, which is linked down in the description. Now, regarding a event, I guess you could say, World of Warships and World of Warships Legends are holding an event on board HMS Belfast on the 26th of September. They can basically go visit the ship on this day, and the tickets will be half off. Basically, Wargaming are paying the other half of the ticket. So for general adult admission, it's £12.50, child £6.25, and concessions £11.25. There's also VIP packages available. These are limited in number. These are at £25 per ticket. This obviously gives you entrance to the ship, but also will give you a guided tour, a goodie bag worth £20, which will include exclusive HMS Belfast t-shirt, World of Warships dry bag, World of Warships metal water bottle, and a bonus code for World of Warships PC or World of Warships Legends, depending on which game you play, although I guess it would be World of Warships Legends, but I guess you could say. Now, when it comes to who's going to be there, I think Final Boss, one of the community managers from World of Warships Legends, will be there. I won't be there myself. The reason being is, firstly, I've been to HMS Belfast very, very recently, and secondly, I'm actually down in Cornwall celebrating an anniversary, my anniversary with my wife. So I'm actually on holiday. So I've got a double whammy reason why I'm not able to make it. However, down in the description again will be the link to the event and where you can purchase tickets if you're in the UK and you feel like you want to go along to HMS Belfast, then feel free to obviously look into it. In regards to channel news, I guess there isn't really too much to add. Obviously, I'm just churning through the reviews and trying to get as much as I can done. I am going to be away on holiday from the 18th until the 25th, so I will try and make sure I've got some backdated content to cover that week I'm away. But that also means I won't be live streaming on Friday the 24th. However, I will be back for the 5th week of the patch, which will also feature the patch notes coming out, so hopefully we'll have like a bumper week when I come back with a couple of extra live streams, such as the patch notes live stream, in addition to the usual Friday live stream. But in regards to the channel, there's not really much more for me to add there. In regards to Room 40, basically this is general intelligence that was gathered from either the public Discord. Obviously, it's been confirmed that the Kleber will be receiving a nerf in the future. In exactly what sense this nerf would affect the Kleber, it's not exactly known. However, the general hunch is that the nerf will be in regards to the concealment of the Kleber, because she can have a ridiculous concealment with a go all out and maximum concealment build commander. In regards to something else which might hint to maybe wider changes in the game, so as you probably already know, in the missions, when it comes to say campaigns and things, and yeah, especially in campaigns, the mission requirements for legendary tier ships and all the other ships are on the same card, but you can only complete one. So either you play, like, for example, in this patch, you have to either play tier 5 to 7 ships and complete one side of the card, or you have to play legendary tier ships only and complete the other side of the card. But once you complete one side of the card, the other half of that card's disregarded. Now, reason why this is in the game is just due to coding and the way that the coding treats legendary tier ships. However, it looks like there will be some behind-the-scenes coding changes happening in the next update, which will then mean that legendary tier, or how a legendary tier interacts with the other tiers of ships, will be a lot more cohesive. So basically what that means is that rather than having these separate cards, it'll be one card that will cover tier 5 to legendary tier, with the same, like, receive X amount of damage or deal X amount of damage, you know, those general types of cards. So that means we should see a return to the way it was, just one side of a card per achievement, I guess you could say. None of this like legendary tier separation, which is generally good news, I guess you could say. But what this does mean is coding changes. Coding changes could obviously potentially mean a big update. And if there's a big update, what could this imply? Well, we know the sound update is being tested on the alpha server. So whether that means that they plan to roll out the sound update in the next patch does sound quite intriguing. I think that's something that everyone's been looking forward to, which I guess would be generally good news. So that's something to maybe look forward to potentially. But apart from that, I haven't really got anything else to report from Room 40. So I'd like to thank them for the information they pass on. It's always much obliged, and let them scurry away back to their office. Well, that's everything I have to keep you updated with in regards to the channel and the game. I hope you've had a good week, and if you have enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. I'd like to say thank you to all the subscribers, because that's who you most likely are. However, if you're not a subscriber and you're watching these weekly news videos, then feel free to subscribe to keep notified in regards to them. Down in the description are all those links that I have mentioned, along with a link to Patreon if you want to support the channel on Patreon, and the email address to the channel if you want to send any of your own game captures. I am returning to try and do amateur reports again, but obviously I will be missing out that week I'm away potentially. Well, until next time, I'm the guy from Major, and back to the port.
Hey, hey, clear the way, here comes the galloping Major. Bumpity, 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 bump. Get out of the way there, you fellows, unless you want me to run you down. I guess this is the life. Now, hey, hey, clear the way, here comes the galloping Major.